Hello there everybody and welcome to 5 Minute React for Doctor Who Series 10 Episode 9 The Empress of Mars, written by Mark Gatiss. Now, firstly, I'm going to make sure that I don't accidentally delete this recording and therefore have to do a remake in a week's time, like I did with the last episode. Hopefully that will not happen again. Secondly, well, there isn't a secondly actually, so let's just get on with it. Okay, so the Empress of Mars, 5 minutes, starting now. Now, as I said from the Next Time trailer last week, I was really looking forward to this episode. We've got the Ice Warriors back, which is fantastic. It's their second appearance in modern Doctor Who, and it was a... I was really excited about the premise of this episode, with the first time of us actually seeing a female Ice Warrior. But at the same time, I was a little bit sceptical because I didn't see any of Nardole in the Next Time trailer. Well, I have to say that I thought that the Empress of Mars, I'll just adjust the lamp there, was fantastic. I really liked this episode. I have found that I have liked a lot of episodes that Mark Gatiss has written. So when I didn't actually know who'd written the episode until, most episodes of Doctor Who, let's face it, I don't actually know who the writer is until the opening titles come up when it says written by underneath, because I genuinely don't look these things up. So I had very high hopes for this episode when I saw that it was a Mark Gatiss script. And he certainly delivered. I think he might have written Cold War as well. In fact, I might look that up while I talk. As for the whole thing about Nardole, hang on, I'll just check. I've got Cold War was written by Mark Gatiss. I thought so. Nardole was in the episode, and while yes, he didn't play a particularly big part of it, the whole idea about the TARDIS being sent away by accident and all that was all very much about just a way to get him out of the way for the rest of the episode, and I kind of saw that coming when he wasn't even featured in the Next Time trailer, which is disappointing because I like Nardole and I feel like that this was an episode where he could have had involvement, seeing as he did end up on Mars but didn't have any involvement, and that's really disappointing. However, I was really happy to see that Missy does make a cameo in this episode. I wasn't expecting it. He goes. Obviously, you see Nardole go to the vault and talk to her on the intercom, and then she appears at the end of the episode. So that was really nice. Anyway, I've already used up half of my time, so let's talk about the Ice Warriors. So yeah, really happy to see a returning classic series villain. So yeah, always nice to see the Ice Warriors back. I loved the Empress, whose name I can't remember. Really great presence, brilliant acting, I thought, and I really liked her. And they certainly did a good job of bringing to life the first female Ice Warrior in Doctor Who. It's not the first time we've heard of a female Ice Warrior, because if you think back to Cold War, which was Matt Smith in 2013, Commander Skaldak, the Ice Warrior that appears in that episode, does make reference to his daughter. I do remember that. So we know that female Ice Warriors exist, but this is the first time we've actually seen one in the show there with the Queen, or the Empress there. Really great stuff. And the supporting cast of the Victorian soldiers and how they went to Mars in the ship, that was an interesting idea, I thought. It didn't quite have all the nuts and bolts there, but it was okay. Like, they never actually explained the oxygen very well, so I'm not too sure. I also love the way that the Doctor shows his respect for the Ice Warriors and talks about what a fantastic race they actually really are. And I just think there's a beautiful moment there of showing that the Doctor acknowledges the brilliance of other species, even when they have a reputation for going around killing people. Paul, and he just says so many wonderful things about the Ice Warriors and treats them with respect. In fact, to be honest, he respects the Ice Warriors in this episode more than he respects those Victorian humans, to be quite honest. Yeah, it was right. We are running out of time, but I am going to keep talking because I want to just talk a little bit more about Alpha Centauri at the end. For those of you who don't know, Alpha Centauri was a character from classic series Doctor Who, and it was very nice to see Alpha Centauri make a cameo appearance. Oh, that's time. But yeah, but I've started, so I'll finish. And it was very nice to see that cameo appearance at the end. Obviously, that is a reference. It's a lead up to other Doctor Who stories from the past. And yeah. Obviously what they did is I think they probably used stock footage from a classic series episode to actually show Alpha Centauri, and then they just dubbed a voice in. It's a reference to classic Doctor Who, and you'd have to understand the classic Doctor Who reference there to know what's going on. I mean, I know about it because I've got a big book of Doctor Who monsters and aliens and characters, and Alpha Centauri is in there. So yeah, very, very cool to see yet another classic Who character slash alien make an appearance, even if it is just a cameo. You know, really, really great. But yeah, overall, great episode. I loved every minute of it, and I really, really enjoyed this episode. It's certainly gonna be on the list of one of my favourites from series 10. So yeah, but that's all I can say really, and time is very clearly run out. So that's it for now, guys, and I shall see you all next time.